good morning. It's not even the morning, but it's the afternoon. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to week 4 of Camp NaNoWriMo. Today is Monday the 20th, and we are getting towards the end of the month now. We literally have until next Friday, I believe. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get to my goal, because I'm just going to quickly explain a few things. So last week I started off strong, and then everything went downhill because I essentially had what I call a half week. So I was only working for half of it, as in like this kind of thing, and then writing and everything. So I only had a half week, which then meant that I felt really stressed, like yesterday, Sunday, trying to get everything done, that I had left to the last minute. Because of all of that, I am now, like, I'm very tired. And there are a couple of reasons why. I should basically just start from the beginning. So basically, recently, there have been, like, a lot of changes going on, like, the whole world is like constantly changing around us at the moment, and it's really like difficult for someone like me to adjust, especially when, you know, all of these changes that are coming into place are staggered and the government aren't doing a very good job of dealing with it. I think we all know that by now here in the UK. I mean, the US might be completely different. I just feel like with everything that's happened this year, because obviously, you know, we had COVID start at the, like, wow, COVID actually started, what, last year? December last year, and then it hit pretty much everywhere pretty rough in March. So that happened. Then the Black Lives Matter thing happened, which, I'm going to be completely honest, I haven't addressed it because there's just so much going on right now that it's a lot to take in, especially for someone like me, being on the spectrum and having autism. Change in itself is a big thing for us, people on the spectrum. And so it's just been really hard for me to adjust. Like, I obviously understand that with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, yeah, it's difficult, like, for a lot of people, because I should probably just address it, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, you haven't addressed this, why haven't you addressed it, you know, white privilege and white supremacy. In my personal opinion, this whole thing shouldn't have happened. I don't really understand why people of colour should be treated differently than, like, people like me. And then that's not a bad thing. I want people to be treated equally, you know, black people, mixed race, just trans people, like the LGBTQ plus people. I just don't understand it. And I guess in a way I'm just trying to say that George Floyd shouldn't have been killed. It should have been stopped. That's my opinion in a nutshell. I'm not going to go into too much detail just because I'm trying to talk about other things as well. And that's not me trying to say that I'm just going to be brushing this whole Black Lives Matter thing under the carpet. I don't want to do that. I'm going to be trying to talk about it a bit more openly, but I do like want to start to donate, because I've been wanting to do that for a while now, but I haven't. And COVID hit everywhere in March, pretty rough. Then Black Lives Matter. Then obviously the protests happened, and then recently there was an incident here in the UK, in Thorpe Park, where a man was stabbed. Things are great. Things are just absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. I'm never using that word again. So a lot has happened. I find it really hard to adjust to change anyway, but where was I even going with that? So because of all of this change, it does kind of lead me on to, like, why I've been so tired recently, why I've been so down. Because of all the change, it's caused me, like, a lot of anxiety. This is why I need to print off the autism card so I'm exempt from wearing a face mask, just because it's just way too much. honestly, it's just way too much. All of the change has caused a lot of anxiety, and that anxiety in turn has meant that my sleep has suffered. A lot of my like everyday activities have suffered. Things that I used to love doing are affected because of that. And so that's kind of what's been happening with me recently. And so because of like all of that anxiety that's affected my sleep, I haven't been sleeping very well at night. The last couple nights I've barely gotten 7 hours of sleep, which is really bad for me because I can't survive on less than 7 hours of sleep. Because I think it was Saturday night I got 4 hours. Sunday I got, well, last night I got 6 hours, which is better than nothing, but I'm still very tired and I can just feel myself needing to sleep. I have actually had 2 coffees today, but this is now empty. And if you didn't know, caffeine, the half-life of caffeine is 6 hours, and so it takes 12 hours for your body for like caffeine to like fully get out of your system. So from now on I'm not going to be like drinking coffee past 12 because otherwise I'm not going to sleep. And so I have now fully edited the 3rd week vlog for Camp NaNoWriMo. That just needs uploading now, and I need to do the thumbnail. And also because of like the fact that I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, it means that I haven't really done anything towards any of my books. I did kind of explain this in my last vlog, because like if I'm tired I can't really concentrate on anything. I am now behind by about, I think it's like 100, and I actually need 230 minutes today if I'm going to catch up, and there is no way I'm going to be able to do that. I'm definitely going to try to get some minutes in because I'm going to try finishing the re-outline of Scarlet Blood Skies. I mean, if I can even get that done. I do plan on getting some work done today. Right, basically, so because of everything that's happened recently, this vlog is actually going to be me not just like writing, but trying to get my life back on track and like my sleeping pattern back to normal. Because right, that's the other thing, I've actually been like tracking my sleep. About the 6th of July, this is what the first, is the first full week of July basically. So that looks pretty good, but then we get on to things like the next week, which I can't find. I don't know if you can see that, but my sleep for the following week after that was terrible, and it was incredibly erratic, and then it proceeds to get worse. I got to sleep at about 3 last night, woke up at 9, so I got 6 hours of sleep. I need to fill that in. So let's talk about the things that are going to get my life back on track. I actually need to get a particular email open, because if you didn't know, a couple months ago I did actually have I was speaking with like a counsellor, and that really helped me at the time, and my anxiety it got better because my boyfriend was staying here for like a few weeks, and then since he's been back home, my anxiety has actually gotten a lot worse. And so to actually finish off my sessions with my counsellor, one of the things she did was she gave me these questions to think about before my last session. And so I thought about it in that week of waiting for my last session, and then she obviously asked me the questions and filled out the questions, and so I have those sent to me, the answers, and so that is gonna so I have those answers to kind of help me I guess just help myself. One of the questions was, what has helped you feeling better? And I answered journaling in my journal, because this is my journal, get out of the house regularly, reading, which I have been doing a lot of recently, playing games and watching Netflix, which playing games I've actually kind of neglected recently. So that's something like I really want to get back into. I kind of want to set myself like an evening routine where I start like winding down at 8 and then have like 2 hours of just winding down, like playing games, watching something on YouTube or Netflix, and then getting into bed at about 10 to be able to get to sleep between 10 and 12 ideally, because yeah, it does take me a long time to get to sleep. And just also trying to do things during the day to help me as well, things like exercise, because I've also kind of neglected that. I mean, it honestly does not matter how I do that. I just need to do it. You know, I just need to move my body, because I know that will help me make me feel better. So it's just little things really, just getting back into old habits like playing Animal Crossing before bed. I used to play Animal Crossing before bed all the time, and I'd play with my boyfriend, like, because we both have online, so we would kind of like play together on like a video call, and he would come to my island and I'd go to his, and I guess in a way I just kind of missed that. But I think as for right now, I think what I'm going to do is just fill this out, because today was actually meant to be a filming day, but then because I didn't get very much sleep last night, I didn't do that. So I have a feeling probably won't even get a chance to film until next Monday, which is fine because it's mainly just my August content that I need to film. I will actually like print this email off to like help me in the future, because it might just be useful to have it like, I guess, lying around. But yes, it's now time to sort my vlog out, my week 3 vlog. Let's just get started on everything. can definitely tell that I'm tired, but I'm gonna try powering through. I'm not gonna try to push myself too much. I do just kind of want to try to do as much as possible. I say as much as possible. I just want to get like the bare minimum done, really. But it is now 20 to 2, and I think I'm actually gonna go and have my lunch now. I wouldn't normally go for my lunch this early. Like I usually go down at around 2 and a meeting at 2:30, but I'm hungry and I just feel like having my lunch early. It's now 3:10. I've had lunch and I'm feeling very full. For some reason it takes me like 40 minutes to eat, and then I have to like let my food sit for like 20 minutes before I even like to move. So my lunch always just takes a long time. My lunch break is always long, and I am now actually going to sit down. Well, I'm already sat down. What? I'm basically just gonna crack on with my chapter outline for Scarlet Blood Skies. I'm actually gonna carry on with it because I was gonna like carry on with it last week, like from where I stopped working on it, but I didn't, and I knew that if I had carried on last week, if I had carried on with it, I would have, I would have gotten it done last week. I'm basically just going to carry on with it. About 20 past 7. I do still need to have my dinner. I'm actually not that hungry yet, and for the past hour and a half pretty much, I have just kind of been relaxing, just because I've now done an hour and 50 minutes of work, which is 110 minutes, no 100, what? 60 plus 50, 110 minutes, which I'm pretty happy with, because hopefully I'll be able to get some more minutes tomorrow. Because the one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that my parents actually have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, and so those days are gonna be family days. Friday not so much, because I do have work in the evening. That's kind of like an overview for this week. That's kind of why I haven't really planned too much for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just because I know I'll just be kind of trying to spend time with my family, but then I still want to, you know, try and get some work done. So in that hour and 50 minutes I actually managed to finish the new outline for Scarlet Blood Skies, and I've got it right here. There are now 42 chapters. Yeah, I will be writing the majority of the book again because I think it's up to chapter 17 I can keep, and then past that point it will be a case of reworking and rewriting, and I feel just a lot happier with the ending now than I was with the previous endings because they just weren't working. There's just like a lot of new stuff that I'm just really excited about. Some things are actually going to be carrying on, obviously because it's a series, but there are some things in the ending that are going to be touched on in more detail in the second and third book. So I'm just getting more and more excited about the whole like process now. The next step for me, now I've gotten my outline for my new outline for Scarlet Blood Skies, will actually be to rework the beat sheet for the second book, and I think I'm actually going to be revealing the title of the second book in this vlog. I might do it further towards the end. One thing I would really like to do though is like read through the entire outline. Maybe it's something that I do before sleeping, but then I don't want my mind to be in work mode, so probably not the best idea. I would really like to get out into the sun a bit more, you know, because it's sunny outside, and I keep like trapping myself indoors and it's not ideal. Like I feel like one of the reasons why I'm not sleeping very well at night is because I'm not getting enough sun, and so I feel like I might be on the verge of like a vitamin D deficiency, which isn't good. So I would like to get outside at some point this evening to just maybe read through my outline. Good morning everyone. So it's now Tuesday the 21st of July, and can you actually believe how quick it's going? Because I cannot. It's just going by so quickly. Kind of feel a bit, I wouldn't say I feel down, because obviously my plans were to like work on the chapter outlines for the whole like 4-book series of Scarlet Blood Skies, and then also work on the Stick Stones and Broken Bones chapter outline as well. And while I have started on that, I obviously haven't done anything with it since, I want to say last Wednesday. So Wednesday the 15th. That was the day where my sleep really suffered, just because I explained this at the beginning of the vlog that my sleep has just been all over the place. And so today I actually got up at 8. I have actually showered, and then I went and had my breakfast outside while I kind of like worked on my journals, so my bullet journal and my actual personal journal. I wrote in that this morning, and I'm just feeling like really good. I'm trying like really hard to kind of focus on myself and just like trying to work on a routine. And the reason why I actually went outside this morning is because it is such a nice day and I don't want to coop myself up in my room for the entirety of the day, even though I do have work this evening. That's a bit different because I'm going to be in a very heavily artificially lit space, so I won't be, you know, I feel like this morning would have been the only chance to get some sun because it's a nice sunny day today. I don't know, I'm just trying to do things to better myself, and part of that is, you know, sleeping a lot better, and I do think that getting some vitamin D will help with that. Plans for this morning, I'm actually needing to work on the beat sheet outline for the second book again. I just kind of need to read through it and see if anything needs changing, because now that I've completed the first book outline, I can like use that and go off that for the second book's outline, and then once I've done the second book's outline I can do the third, then once I've done the third I can do the fourth. I reckon it's just a case of getting started. It's now about 25 past 1. I have actually been like I say solidly, but I have been working on the beat sheet outline for the past 2 hours and it's now done. It actually needed a lot more work than I thought it did. It took me 2 hours, which I'm pretty happy with. There's 120 minutes, but 2 hours is actually pretty good. Yeah, so I've now got the beat sheet outline, which I'm very happy with. So the next step of this like process slash journey will be to do the chapter outline, which is very exciting, and then once I've done that chapter outline I can then move on to the beat sheet outline for the third book, make sure everything is in order and, you know, change things if I need to, because I feel like I'm more excited about the third book than all of the other books at the moment. I have a feeling that like the next steps of this process are not going to take long at all, because I'll just speed through them. And so because I've now done the beat sheet outline, and like I will probably be moving on to the chapter outline probably tomorrow. I mean, dare I say it, but I probably will. Like, honestly, it depends on what happens tomorrow, because obviously I should be taking the days off, but if I can get up early enough, I'd quite like to get up early. But saying that, I'm working late tonight, but I'd like to get up early and get some like minutes in the morning if I can, because for some reason I don't do like a lot in the early morning, but I do a lot like more towards like 10, 11, like when I'm starting to get into it. So it'd be nice to kind of switch things up. For some reason I feel like now is like the perfect time to, maybe if I sit down the lighting won't be as bad, but I just feel like right now is like the perfect time to actually announce the title of the second book, because obviously Scarlet Blood Skies is the first book, and then the second and fourth book already have titles, however the third book doesn't, and I'm the most excited about that one. Yeah, let's announce the second book's title. The title of the second book in the series. Let's sit back down because this is not working for some reason. So the second book is called... Why am I nervous about this? That's not the title. But the second book is actually called Bound by Blood. Why did that take me so long? Why did that take so long to like actually like get out my mouth? I don't know. But now that I've revealed the title of the second book, I feel like I'm going to be able to like talk about it a lot more, because obviously the second book is from Kaira's point of view. morning, everyone. It's Friday, the 24th of July. I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room. Yes, I've got a sunburn. It doesn't look great, I have to admit, because, yeah, I look just really red and and the other thing is that I actually have work this evening. My face is like kind of burnt. Luckily I do like I have like a daily skincare routine where I moisturise, and so I think that does help. But yes, we are approaching the end of July, which means the end of Camp NaNoWriMo, and I feel like if I'm lucky I will probably get to the end of the second book chapter outline by the end of July. Like I reckon I could probably get it all done in this like last week of Camp NaNoWriMo essentially. You know, this sunburn doesn't feel great either. It hurts, especially like my chest and shoulders hurt, but the rest doesn't really. Yeah, I didn't even realise how powerful the sun was on Wednesday. This is when this happened. It is now 25 to 12. No, I haven't started on any bookwork yet today because I had like a few YouTube bits to do. Not like big YouTube bits, but in the background you can see I've kind of started on a video. That video goes up in 3 days. And I've only just started editing it. To be honest, I completely forgot about it. So I have just done the B-roll for that. I am like just getting to that point where I need to be filming content for August. And if you didn't know, yes, I'm going back to 2 videos a week in August. It was ambitious to think that I could do 3 because I just didn't have enough ideas and I was finding it incredibly stressful. So yes, I've gone back to 2 videos a week. And then the other thing with August is that I probably have explained this somewhere, but just to like clarify the plans that I set for like this month, like with Camp NaNoWriMo, like working on a Scarlet Blood Skies, the whole series. The plan is to actually like finish everything this summer, finish everything by the end of August, which essentially means that I need to finish all of the chapter outlines and the beat sheet, like the beat sheet outlines and the chapter outlines by the end of August. And I do think, fingers crossed, it's doable. So that's, you know, what's happening with my video schedule in August, and then it will be changing in September because obviously I'm going back to college and the academic year will start in September. I don't know if I'm actually like physically going back. Otherwise, I know the academic year will start in September. It just depends on if I'm actually physically going back or not. So this is what my tracker is currently looking like. So today is Friday. I'm actually supposed to be at 2,160 minutes, but there's no way that's going to happen because I've only done this much. Actually, what I might do is I'm going to just get started on outlining. It's now about 20 past 3 I do have about 40 minutes until I have to actually start getting ready for work. I wouldn't usually do this. I would usually just relax in this space of time after having lunch and like starting to get ready for work. But I think I might actually do some more bookwork, just working on the outline for the second book, because I don't know what it is. I don't feel that motivated now as I did this morning. I would usually relax during this time, but I think because I do need to because I've been falling behind, I think it will just be better for me to get that 40 minutes in. So that is exactly what I'm gonna do, and then I will have to start getting ready for work. Oh my actual god. This rain though. Like, that pond, our pond is gonna overfill. This rain is insane. So Amara Franklin, you must have done something right, because it's raining in the UK right now. Oh my god, it's pissing it down. Evening everyone. So it is Sunday the 26th of July. It's the last day of the second to last week of Camp NaNoWriMo. We have we have 5 days left. This has gone by so quickly, and for some reason, like today, it's actually currently 5:45. For some reason I'm feeling quite just hungry today, and like quite tired as well for some reason, which isn't likely because I did have like a big lunch. Yes, if you're wondering what's in the background, it's actually this vlog. This month has been so like vlog heavy. I will be doing vlogs in August as well. Like, I definitely do have some vlogs planned, but like I think the first week of August I'm actually going to be taking off vlogging just because I love vlogging, don't get me wrong, but I just think it's getting to be a bit much now, because what I do want to do is I want to start on the 3rd draft for Scarlet Blood Skies. The only issue with that is that I think it's up to like chapter, I want to say like 17 that I can keep, and then the rest of it I have to rewrite. So I have to rewrite pretty much over half the book, but like the ending keeps changing, and hopefully it's changing for the better. So that is what I'm actually going to be working on this evening. I'm going to be working on the 3rd draft of, or starting on it anyway, because I know I can keep like the first half. Good evening everyone. So it is now actually Monday the 27th, so it's the start of the very last week of Camp NaNoWriMo. As you can see, I am kind of dressed up, kind of not, because I am in my pyjamas. Yes, with a bra on, because then it doesn't feel like pyjamas if you're wearing a bra. Is that just me? Yes, I'm also wearing makeup because I was actually filming this morning. It was more like from, I want to say 11 to 2 I was filming, and then I had lunch, then I went on an hour-long walk, and now I am, well, I've just been sat editing this vlog, which I need to get all edited and ready to upload. So I'm going to wrap up this week. So I feel like this week was definitely a lot better than week 3, because we all know what week 3 was like. Week 3 is like the worst part of it, because you can just feel yourself going downhill. And also my week 3 was actually a half week, so I ended up behind, and yes, I am still behind because on my personal goal, because I didn't do anything yesterday when I said I was going to. I was going to work on the 3rd draft of SBS. Did not happen because I, for some reason, just ended up being really tired. But funny thing, I didn't actually get to sleep until like 4:30 last night, so there was that. Then I woke up at 9 to film. I didn't wake up like this, trust me. I wish I did. Today has been kind of weird because of that. Ooh, I actually have something very exciting that I'm actually going to be doing for the very last week of Camp NaNoWriMo. But do I kind of like tease it? I mean, I've already kind of teased it in this vlog. I just feel like I've been working a lot on SBS recently and the whole series, to the point where I feel like I've kind of burnt that idea out, like for the time being. I feel like that the creative energy I have for that, I need to refuel. So in other words, I'm going to be working on something different for the last week of Camp NaNoWriMo. That is going to be it for this week's vlog. I'm really sorry it's it got kind of crap towards the end. That's just how my week has been. But I'll talk about that more in next week's vlog. If you liked this vlog, do smash that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and ding the bell next to it to be notified every single time I upload, if you so wish to be. That is, because you can click all, personalised, or none. All of my social media links will be linked down below in the description for you to check out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.